camera goes, "Is it your birthday today?" And I said, "Yes, it is." Which is just the way I like it, because 4 hours of making a fuss over a birthday on a radio show would not be a great thing. But I do think, though, that we need to pay attention to something that happened with Al. So, Al, you got some packages delivered to you in an odd way. Is that right?
Yes. Someone reached out to Gina, I'm not sure who, and asked for her address. She gave it to them. They sent 2 very heavy packages with instructions on the packages of which one to open first, which one to open second. Whoever sent this and whatever they sent cost $50 to ship. That's how heavy
$50 to ship.
Yeah.
Well, what was it?
Okay.
I don't know.
There's instructions.
Could be like 10 pounds of ricin.
What's ricin? Is that bad?
Yeah, that would be really bad, yes.
So it says on here to open this box first when everyone is in the studio at one time.
See, that's not a good thing. I'm glad you're by yourself right now. So just hopefully you don't go. You said you wanted to die on your birthday, so hopefully this is not going to happen right now.
I want to die on my birthday, but on my 100th birthday.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't open it.
This was cost $26.
Do you have any idea who sent this and where it was sent from?
It was sent to Gina's house.
Yeah, all right, but where?
She corresponded with somebody. I don't know.
Well, who's the somebody?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's a big part of this, Al. You need to. She just gave her address to somebody on Twitter.
I guess it's somebody she trusts to give her address to.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
sure, yeah. It did. Wait, so is that a Target?
Is she giving her phone number out as well?
Is that a box from Target, or is that a Target supposedly like where you're going to get shot?
No,
it's
it's
front of
Target.
the box. On the front of the box, it is Target.
It's
Right now, it'll be
Target,
right
the
through the
store.
chest.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And is that a dog that they drew on there, or is that just how the Target box?
Right, well, it didn't blow up once they opened the
Okay,
box. That's a
sure.
good thing.
All right. It's a slow-acting poison.
Is there any white powder in there?
Not yet. There's a lot of packaging materials.
Yeah. Anything ticking?
Nothing's ticking. Oh my gosh.
Any uranium in there?
And it's a weight set.
Okay, there you go. Now you know why it's so heavy.
25 pounds.
Wow, that's about your limit.
Well, that's one. Only one is in this package.
My guess is
I thought you said you got
used
the
the
other
other
package.
package.
I would say you got 2
Yeah, I got
packages,
2
right?
packages.
The other one's
my
the one with
gosh.
the bomb in it.
A little while. This came from Dan and Carteret.
Oh,
there we go.
of course it did.
My dog's upset.
Whimsy knows to bark at Dan.
Right, exactly. Danger.
It says a while back. A Boomer took some shots at you about your biceps and arms, and he gave me these weights to lift to boost up my my muscles.
And now, just out of curiosity, since he works for the Postal Service, did that come from the Postal Service or from UPS?
U.S. Postal Service, but
Excellent.
he paid his.
Well, he got a rate, I hope.
He paid his money.
You know what's
Don't get a
scary
hernia.
is
All right, so open the other one, and you should do some exercises right now, so we can see how your biceps are going to get a lot bigger now in the next 2 to 3. Are you going to be like the Bryson DeChambeau of radio producers?
he's
This
well on his way.
It says to open second.
Open
Really, the
difference
person.
if they're 2 different.
I don't know.
Oh, you know why? Because the one had the letter in it.
Oh, maybe.
mean-
Good culture.
Hey, let's hope that Whimsy wasn't trained as a bomb-sniffing dog, because she was just barking and making noises in the background. This is just going to be the other weight, is it not?
We think, yeah. You never know. It is Dan.
It's the other way.
All right.
Okay, all right.
So
So now I have his, and they're used weights. He sent me his weights.
So what? It's 25 pounds. Whatever.
That's just great.
all right, you get the other weight. Stand up. Stand up. Attaboy, Al. Here's what I'm saying.
There she
Yeah,
is.
did Dan also send you one of his toenails in one of his packages?
There are no body parts from Dan in the package.
And fingers of Girl Scouts, perhaps.
Hashtag,
What is wrong with you?
hashtag, he wrote at the end of the letter, hashtag make Al's biceps great again.
Oh, boy.
By the way, those are like $45 each
Yeah.
that he gave you.
Also, the good news is Dan now has Gina's home address.
He is now outside.
Yeah, so that's a great thing.
He did ask for my address months ago to send me those weights, and I was like, No,
So you're such a big celebrity, I would think,
Yeah.
and him working for the post office,
Right.
he could just send it to Bradley Beach, Al Dukes, and it would show up at your front door.
that's true.
That is, yeah, absolutely.
You would think.
Well, hold on. You had appliances that went to someone else's apartment.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but they didn't
True
know,
as well.
at that point he hadn't reached that status. Now they
Right.
just address everything. The most annoying man in Bradley Beach, and he gets right to him.
Right.
My work on the board, the condo board, is already paying off. They've already put up no trespassing signs around here.
And there's 7 for sale signs up too.
I'm increasing property values, Jerry.
I don't think Gina realizes what she has done, the avalanche she has created. Because there is going to be stuff for you that he is going to mail to her probably every month.
We're going to be his garage sale. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't need these. Send them now. With
Maybe
his
give Al
address.
these. They're my boxer shorts. I only wore them twice.
Just make sure he washes them before he wears it.
I had good luck with them, if you know what I'm saying. I had good luck with them, if you know what I'm saying.
No, not him. Probably not him. All right, Boomer and Gio on
It just
the
means he
fan.
didn't get caught that time.
Jerry.
Boy.
Jerry Recco
Oh,
is here
boy.
with his
All
update.
right, so let me clear this up from last hour. We played that LeBron James.
That's right, Boomer and Gio on the fan and CBS Sports Network. There was a very strange package, or two packages, I should say, that was sent to Al's girlfriend, Gina, that were supposed to get to Al, and they did today on his birthday. We found out that it wasn't all that suspicious and all that strange. It wasn't any sort of Unabomber stuff. It was rather some weights sent from big-time listener Dan in Carteret, who wanted to make sure that Al was pumping some iron because he got resistance bands, and Dan said that's not good enough. I'm going to send you the weights. And Dan has called in this morning to make sure that Al is happy with his gift. Dan, it's been a very long time since we have spoken. I hope that you are well. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Hope you guys are all well too. Happy birthday, Al.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you for your gift. Very thoughtful. I've been using them
welcome.
actually between the breaks. I've dropped the resistance bands and I've been doing the actual weights. There is a difference.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Boomer would agree, being that he was the one that took shots at you back at the
Right.
the backstory. Of this is near the end of July when you tweeted that photo Gina took of you out at dinner. It was only of like the right side of your body, and Boomer started taking shots at how weak your bicep looked. And you said you don't have a gym to go to, and
Right.
you don't have any weights. And I tweeted at you I would send you weights, but I never asked for your address though.
Thank you.
I knew better than to do that. But I hit up Gina, and
Well, you got
thank
her
God for
address and
Gina
phone
being-
number and everything else. So now what are you going to do? You're
right.
going to stalk her?
Yeah, but, seriously,
Not,
Dan.
not at all. But thank God for Gina being trustworthy. That's all I can say about that.
And the part I forgot before, so Gina had to bring 50 pounds of weights to my house.
That's why I sent them in That's why I put them in separate boxes. 'Cause I didn't want to overload her with a 60-pound box.
And Dan, you spent $50 on shipping.
Yeah, that's no big deal. Whatever. I mean, well, to address what you guys said during that segment, yeah, there's no
Crazy.
discount for employees with the Postal Service. I had to pay full price for shipping.
You know what? You know what I
Discount.
appreciate though, Dan, is that you got Al's back, and that's what I appreciate.
Yeah, and
Well, yeah,
Dan
Boomer,
saved
no
some.
doubt.
Yeah, and Dad, you saved some
Go ahead.
money on the packing when you used your pubic hair, so that was very nice as well.
No, not at all. Well, I'm sure Boomer would agree that the resistance bands are more Narpian, and the weights, the free weights, so the dumbbells are more Neanderthalish. And we
Now
know
we're
Al has
talking
those
though. Now we're
Neanderthal
talking.
traits.
We're going to toughen Al up, so when we do actually start playing softball again, he's not going to, wuss out on me.
And these are real
That's
man
right.
weights. They're not the kind that are like rubber coated. Like these are kind of rusting already. Like you could tell like men worked with these. It's nice.
Yeah. The reason why they took a while to get to you, being that I knew since the end of July I wanted to send it to you, is I had an area rug where the corner was curling up, and the only small, heavy objects I could put on the corner of the area rug to weigh it down and flatten it were those two dumbbells. That's why you're just getting them now. And how fitting that the last time I called you guys was May 22nd. 4 months ago to the day was the last time I called in. And then I call in today. Al receives the weights today on his birthday. I mean, you can't write this stuff.
Yeah, Well, you could. It's not that crazy there, Dan. I got not to break your heart right there, but it's really not that interesting. We do love you though. Why didn't you call for 4 months? You've been busy, working a lot, just didn't like what we were talking about. What's going on?
Everything sucks. It sucks. Sports sucks. The media sucks. The mainstream media, the politics sucks. It's all lies. It's all nonsense. The virus sucks. I mean, there was a story not too long ago where all these kids were found, abducted children were found in a container in Georgia and found and rescued, and it didn't even make a bleep barely on the mainstream media. You want to know why? Because it can't divide us. They can't bash Trump over it. So why were they going to cover it? Instead, it's virus, bash Trump, and the sports is terrible.
I'm glad I asked, Dan. I'm really glad I asked.
Yeah, you opened up this can.
Yeah. All right, we appreciate you, Dan. Take care, and I hope that all the kids that you were hiding under that rug are not found anytime soon. Okay.
Hope to see you guys all soon.
All right, take care, Dan.
Take care, buddy. You know, he just felt like those bands, those stretchy bands you got, were all from Delaware. That's why he
might
wanted
be
to send
right.
you some weights from Newark.
Because I did the weights the last few breaks, and they are much heavier than the resistance bands with the same, like I'm using the 50-pound resistant bands.
Yeah.
And I did, Dan sent me 2 25-pound dumbbells. Big difference. Much harder with the real weights.
You know, I always ask the question, especially after watching The Vow on HBO, how do people get into cults? You know, how do you actually... And then after talking to Dan, I realized that there are people out there that a cult probably sounds good to, and then Dan would be that guy. I mean, it'd be very easy to get Dan to join your cult, I think. So, if there's any cults out there looking for a new member or two, head down to Carteret. Look for the rug that's crawling up on the end. All right, Boomer and Gio on the Fan, CBS Sports Network at radio.com. I love you, Dan. Listen, we can't call up and be nice to you. Come on. We have a radio.com Sports Minute right now, as Boomer gives a birthday shout-out to this famous